Welcome to the Cosos.
We're back.
It's true, we are. We missed last week, and we apologize for that.
We were tired.
It's true. We've been working a lot, but we're back. We're gonna film a bunch of videos today, so we will make sure that we have more stuff. But today, we're talking shows. 2 shows in particular. We're talking CineSational at Universal Studios Florida and World of Color 1 at Disney's California Adventure. So we're going to talk about which show we think is better. We have 7 questions that we made to kind of figure out which show is better. But basically, I wrote down the questions. I'm going to ask T them. She's reviewed them before, but has since forgotten. So they'll be a nice surprise.
This was about a week and a half ago. It was so long.
Exactly. And I'm the one that came up with them. So this will be a good surprise. I have answers to them, but this is mainly just going to be her thoughts. But again, this is... Oh, go ahead.
One thing to preface is World of Color 1 is currently not at Disney's California Adventure. They have World of Color Happiness for the 70th, even though it's now the 71st anniversary of Disneyland. And then CineSational is only at Universal Studios Florida for the summertime.
Yes, indeed.
And we've seen it once in person, once on a recording, and then World of Color 1, we saw a lot. Probably a dozen times.
Yeah, countless times when we lived, down the street from the park. But yeah, so we're just going to jump into these questions here. Again, this is World of Color 1 versus CineSational, Universal versus Disney, classic debate. But let's just jump into these questions here. Again, there are 7 questions. We'll see which one passes more of them. So, first question. Which show has the better viewing platform? Pixar Pier for World of Color or Central Park for CineSational?
Good question.
Thank you.
Good question, host Michael.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go with CineSational because there's grass, so it's comfortable on your feet. If you're on the upper part, there is like a lower part as well. I know that at Disney's California Adventure for World of Color 1, it also has some platforms, but it's all concrete. And I feel like they have more stuff in the way. Does that make sense? Like their speakers are right there in the middle, whereas CineSational, I felt like they were higher up, so the post was skinnier, so there wasn't as much blocking your view.
I agree. That was my thoughts as well. I gave the pick over to the Central Park. Yeah, for really just the same reasons. I really like the grass. The grass is very nice. It's nice and cozy. And it creates almost like a feeling of like nostalgia of like it's 4th of July and you're watching fireworks with your family.
Like a block party type thing.
Yeah, it really has that feel to it, whereas World of Color 1 feels like you're watching a show in a theme park. Not that that's a bad thing. We love theme parks, obviously. But there is just something kind of, again, almost nostalgic for CineSational, despite it being a show that we've only seen one time. Right? Question number 2. Which has the stronger visuals? Color palette, items on screen it's water, visuals used on the water, like just amount of things going on. Which has the stronger visuals between the 2 shows?
I'll describe it a little bit just in case we can't share anything, because World of Color 1 I actually didn't film, so I don't have anything for that.
We can still show our World of Color Happiness footage.
Yeah.
So what you're
similar,
seeing is not World of Color 1, but it is, they're very, very similar.
And then CineSational, I do have some footage, but it's kind of crooked because, I wasn't holding it or anything. But CineSational has water effects, colors, projection mapping on all of the buildings, as well as drones. And then World of Color has similar water effects and lighting, but Color has pyrotechnics multiple times, no fireworks. And then the wheel has lighting, and then Incredicoaster has lighting as well. So the question is, which has like the better visuals? Yeah. So everything that you just described, I think that's a great depiction of it. Now between those 2 visuals, is it the fireworks and the projection onto like the San Francisco buildings and all of that stuff and the drones for CineSational, or is it the
you know, like I think of like the Mulan blowing up the mountain going on the
really
Coaster
like
and the lights of the Ferris wheel all in, with the projection water. It's,
I think where I'm at right this moment, how I'm feeling, is World of Color. Something I made a comment to Michael about when we rewatched both of them on recordings, that I felt like World of Color was enjoyable to watch even on video because of the visuals, whereas CineSational I think is better in person. So I'm gonna have this go to World of Color.
all right, 1v1. I would go CineSational for my pick. I really like the use of the drones. So seeing Princess Peach in the sky is pretty cool.
They do a really good job with the drones also. What isn't it? Toothless and Hiccup become E.T. and Elliot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they have some really good transitions.
I mean, again, both shows are amazing, which is why we're comparing them. But
it is hard.
But this is the T show, so it's 1v1
Yeah,
right now.
the
My
T-show.
vote doesn't count. It's she gets to decide. So 1v1 currently. Which has the stronger sound design? Which audio do you like more?
I think that I'm gonna go with CineSational for this one because the whole point is the sound design of movies. And like I mentioned with some of the visual transitions, they also have really, really good audio transitions. It's Universal Monsters into Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Dark Universe into...
Dark Universe or Universal Monsters into Ghostbusters is like the best audio change ever. Plus, you can tell that it's very curated and designed for this show, whereas World of Color 1 is just a lot of enjoyable, but a lot of clips from movies you've already seen.
Malicious made it scary.
So there's not really a lot of new sounds. And I know that for CineSational it is the soundtrack of all of the films you've already seen, but the way that they mix it and blend it all together, I think they do better.
Yes, and I agree. I would give it to CineSational as well, for once again all of those reasons. But it is, again, CineSational I think for this question does have the leg up because it is a show about sound. It's a show about audio. World of Color 1 is after a different goal. It's not celebrating sound. It's celebrating like a one drop can, you know, cause a ripple of change. So it's a different purpose. Both succeed, I think, but yeah, CineSational I would give the sound design too. But that's what, 2-1 favor CineSational. Which show is easier to get access to?
So I think I'm gonna go with World of Color. I think. I'm trying to walk myself through it. So the thing with World of Color is even if you don't have like a spot, you can kind of see it from a lot of Pixar, well, not Pixar, the other side. So even if you're just like walking by, you can see it. Whereas at Universal Studios Florida, it's kind of along this back street that isn't really populated to walk by, and there's like a big train there, which, you know, it's cool. It's from Back to the Future, and a few other things that are like kind of in the way. So I'm thinking about how accessible it is to see from all of the areas. And I think I'm gonna go with World of Color, unless I answered the question wrong.
It's your pick, man.
Well, can you repeat it just one more time?
Which show is easier to get access to?
I'm gonna go with World of Color because I think also there's more people that can fit there. But I'm not totally sure. This is just going off of my memory, so I'm gonna go with Walk.
And I would go CineSational. If you couldn't tell, big Universal fan. I'm wearing a Universal
Hey,
shirt.
I'm also wearing a Universal
That's true.
shirt.
You were supposed to wear a Disney shirt.
Hey, I'm wearing my Disney earrings.
Oh, that's fair. And they are DCA earrings specifically.
Yes. World of Color earrings.
Yeah, I think when I think about the question of like which is easier to get access to, you went more with just being able to see it in general. I think more of just like, can you walk up and see it? And I
Most
think
of the time we did for World of Color.
but there were times that we were like, they were like, we're packed, because Disney parks just are more packed than Universal right now. We'll see if things change. And I know we only saw CineSational once, but like when we saw it, there was so much room. Like we could have changed our viewing point in a lot of different areas.
We did get to that show, CineSational, probably 30 minutes before showtime, whereas World of Color, we usually like 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
So
but,
that also is kind of...
Well, in all fairness, though, I left to go to the restroom and came back and it was still easy. Like, there just was a lot of space.
That's true.
For CineSational. And that's kind of what I was thinking, whereas World of Color, like, if you want to, like, guarantee that you see it, you have to get into the queue, you know, to get access to it and stuff like that. But your point is fair that, like, you can see it from more vantage points, I think.
Yeah,
so,
even if you don't have the best view. I mean, you can even see it from behind it.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily
you can see it from
look the
Incredicoaster, and
best.
some people want that. So, all right, 2v2 in favor of no one because it's a tie. I was going to say in favor of someone, but
in
it's
favor
a tie.
of you.
In favor of me. All right. Let's see, I'm curious on this one. Because one, we have rewatched a bunch, and one, we haven't. Which is the most rewatchable? Can you get a new experience each time?
It's kind of two different questions.
I guess the main question is which is the most rewatchable? Because can you get a new experience each time? You can say yes for both.
Well,
right?
yeah, you just stand somewhere else.
But which is the most rewatchable in your opinion?
I think because I gave World of Color the visual, I might go with them as well for this question. Rewatchable. Re-listenable. I might go with CineSational, but
With the headphones.
for this, I mean, yeah. But for this question in particular, rewatchable, I think I'll go with World of Color because I always look forward to the Mulan moment and the Moana moment with the fire. I don't like fire, but I like those pyrotechnics because they're in a safe environment.
This is a close one. This is 3-2. World of Color took the lead for the first time. 3-2, and there's 7 questions, so it's going to come down to the wire here because I think I know your answer to this next question, but we'll see.
We'll see how I'm feeling right now.
Yes, this is true. I could ask her all these questions tomorrow, and she might give me different answers. Oh right, and then my answer to rewatchable, once again, not because sensational. This is why I wanted to ask you the questions because I'm just a big Universal nerd, and so I'd be like 100% everything's Universal. I mean, you know, between the two of us, you're definitely the bigger Disney fan. Whereas, like, Universal is what made me fall in love with parks. So, you know, plus I just kind of that. Well, you made me fall in love with you.
Nice.
Let's go. All right. Question number 6 again. 3-2. That's that.
3-2.
3-2 in favor of World of Color right now. Which show is the better kiss goodnight, as Disney likes to say, as in which thematically resolves the day better?
We did discuss this one, so you do know my answer.
Yes.
It is CineSational for multiple reasons, and one of those is because World of Color, once it ends, we're running over to Disneyland, so we're not going goodnight. But also, CineSational uses more IPs and themes from the theme of the park, which is Ride the Movies, in case you haven't watched that one. We did it thematically consistent about, you know, themes and stuff. But I think, yeah, CineSational is a good end of your book, basically, for that day at Universal, whereas World of Color has a lot of fun characters and movies, but you don't really experience most of those in the park. So it's kind of a continuation, so I don't feel like it's a kiss goodnight.
Fantastic. Yeah, again, I would go CineSational as well.
3-3.
Yeah, it's 3-3. And this last one is pure. I mean, all of these are opinion questions, but this one is like the most opinion question. This will be fun. But yeah, I'd go CineSational for it as well, just because, again, you can experience all of the things in the show as attractions. So like you can go ride Transformers, you can go ride Jurassic Park rides, you can go ride Dark Universe stuff. Like everything that is part of CineSational, you can experience in a pretty major way, with like the one exception being Ghostbusters.
That's the only thing, but
Yeah.
they have had Ghostbusters at HHN. So
Yeah.
if you want to,
And they have it as the mega movie. They have it in the mega movie summer parade, which this show also only goes during the summer. So like you would still see it there.
So it's a good tie-in for that too. So it's like a kids' good night too.
But it's the only thing that doesn't necessarily have like a ride. But even then, like everything else has stuff, and then Ghostbusters is still present in the park. Whereas there are things like the Lion King in World of Colors, the Lion King scene. Lion King is not in Disneyland. I would go CineSational because you can experience, like you said, everything you see in that show in your day at the Universal Resort. Especially if you do all 3 parks in one day, then that is like a perfect end.
Which, maybe we'll try to do that.
Coming soon. All right, 3-3. So, and here's the last question.
Isn't it just which do you prefer?
Yep, which do you prefer? This is the deciding question here. I threw this one in as just like I was just curious, but I didn't think it would come down to also deciding who wins the panel here. Which we were interrupted.
What was I saying? My alarm went off and it makes your camera stop, and now my camera's shaking. Okay, yeah, this was the first water show that we saw together, and it made him tear up.
Ratatouille gets me every time.
And I'm thinking back to first memory between the two of them, and I'm gonna go with World of Color.
And there you have it. The World of Color wins for this one. But CineSational, I give you all of my points because I prefer CineSational. So, but this is why I wanted to ask.
7 out of 7.
I wanted to ask her because, mine would be 7 out of 7.
Mine was still very close. Did you expect it to be that close?
I don't really know what I expected. That's why I wanted to ask you the questions, because I figured yours would be a little bit more interesting than mine. That is our episode today. Thanks for watching. Again, be on the lookout for more stuff. Again, we're going to film more things tonight to try to get more things out. We apologize for missing this past Sunday.
So sorry. It's our first Sunday we've missed all year.
It's true. It's true. But we will make it up by just not doing that again.
By filming stuff and having it prepared.
Yes. Rather than like waiting until the night before and being like, we didn't film anything.
It is not midnight. If anyone was curious, we're
It's
not
true.
filming at midnight right now.
It's true. Alrighty. Well, we'll see you on the next one. Coast hosts signing off.
You did this before.
I think that's copyright.
Dude, ba-bum, doo, bum, ba-doo.